Another very important book to read if you want to understand relationships, and don't we all? So, whether you are separated, going through a breakup, divorce, just in any relationship, it's very important to understand what is our attachment style. This book, Attached, written by Amir Levine and Rachel Heller, is brilliant in providing those insights. It tells us about the various attachment styles, for example, the anxious, the avoidant, and the secure, and how complications or relationship difficulties can arise not because you have different attachment styles, but because you don't understand that you have different attachment styles. So for me, one of the biggest insights when I read the book was even understanding my own attachment style, understanding the attachment style of the people with whom I was having relationship difficulties, and recognizing that unless things change in the way of approaching or the kind of boundaries you create or the kind of negotiations and communications you have, it's very difficult for somebody, for example, with an anxious attachment style or even a secure attachment style to be in a relationship with someone who has an avoidant attachment style. Now, the avoidant attachment style is a very difficult one to handle because these are people who can't really handle intimacy. In a healthy relationship, if you had an argument or you had some kind of complication with what you believed and what they said, etc., usually once you resolve the fight, it brings you closer. With an avoidant attachment style, the person always moves away from you. So it becomes very difficult in the long term to engage in any kind of emotional intimacy. These people are usually not emotionally available, and very often narcissistic personality disorder are people who will have an avoidant attachment style. Anxious attachment style is someone who feels very insecure in relationships, needs constant validation, constant reminders. Fortunately for us as a human race, 50% of all human beings tend to have a fairly secure attachment style. The good news is that you can change your attachment style. How do you get these attachment styles? Apparently, the pattern or the blueprint is set right from the time you are born, depending on how your primary caretaker engaged with you. So if you were left alone for a long time and you didn't really feel safe and secure, you may end up with an anxious attachment style. So various different ways of explaining how we end up with the attachment styles. But as I said, the good news is you can change your attachment style, or you can at least find ways to move beyond, being stuck in the box of your attachment style. And that of course leads to healthy and, wonderful relationships. But first, you need to know yourself, understand your style, and then figure out where to go from here. So do get hold of a copy of the book. Here it is again, Attached, very easily available. And do drop your comments here and let me know once you've read it. I look forward to hearing from you.